Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday afternoon session. I'm coming back on to finish donations from my morning session and free readings. I didn't get to any free readings. In fact, I have like a handful of donations I didn't get to. I feel so blessed. I'm so grateful for you guys, for your patience in me getting to readings, but all the support through the thumbs up, through donations, through monthly YouTube memberships, and for all those who purchase my services that are all listed in the description box. And my beautiful host who allows me to live in her basement for free. Because of all of you, I'm able to do everything I do. That's why I like to come back on and make sure I also serve my community and give the free readings that I didn't get to. So there is no chat in this session because I'm not taking any new readings for this, but I will be back on in what time is it? It's almost 2, so 4 hours from now. I'll be back on for my evening session, and then also tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time if you want to join me at any of those times as well. All right. So let's see what else. Oh, yeah, after I'm done, I will post a comment listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can find and locate yours easy by, you can click into the video and I'll announce, who I'm about to do the reading for always. And so you can go, oh, it's that person. Well, where are they at? Oh, okay, they're way ahead of me. So let me, zip or they're like right before me. I can jump up and scroll forward, or if I have to go backward. So you know what I'm saying. You are an adult. You know how to do that. All right. So I'm going to continue to use this Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. If you're interested, it's a beautiful deck. Wherever you procure your cards. Let's give those a shuffle. And we had left off with Patty. You were the last donation that I was about to get to. So thank you for your patience and your donation. And you want to know, is there anything to learn? Was there anything to learn from today's interesting and mysterious visitor? Ho, ho, ho. Okay, let's take a look here. See what is going on here with the mysterious visitor. What to learn from here, right? Right, that one before those, that one there. Okay. Let us take a look here and see what we have going on here. All right. Well, you do have the Page of Cups, the Page of Water on the bottom of the deck, and the Eight of Cups too. So it's interesting that you've got both this expanding of self-love energy with the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind emotions that don't serve, relationships that don't serve, and those types of things. So I feel like what you were able to learn, and this is just the bottom of the deck, we'll see what else comes in here, but there's like this awareness of what you can leave behind, what you don't have to invest in, and it's like being really aware of, where am I investing my emotional energy? Do I want to invest it in this stranger or not, right? It's kind of that kind of awareness of, where am I investing my emotional energy? Let's see what else comes in here. Well, we have the World card. So here is the victory. It's ending of major cycle, beginning of new adventure, something that's free from a lot of expectation and supposed to be and should be and need to be. I like this flow energy that I'm getting from this reading for you, that it's like before maybe emotions would attach quickly or emotional energy would be invested quickly. But I feel like there's this pause, this contemplation. Is this what I want to invest energy in? I like that. It is a change of the cycle of how emotional energy used to act in the past. You also have the Nine of Fire, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like this energy of block of perseverance, but it's also like sometimes we'll over persevere in things. And again, there's this, because the World card came out, and the Nine of Wands came out like right close to one another. And I feel like there's this kind of partnership going on with this energy between this, because it's like the pausing and the emotional awareness has come about in this resistance before, where sometimes we went and invested a lot of energy emotionally and all these things all the time. We just always, our energy just overgave. Our energy, our emotional energy just went into full-fledged everything all the time, right? And I feel like you've been really, excuse me, I got something in my eye. Yeah, I got something in my eye that I wanted to remove, right? Maybe it was an eyelash. But it feels like, it's like there's this what has blocked you before, and you're like, okay, I'm honoring the block, is what I feel. It's like, all right, I can try to push through and force myself to give energy, but I'm kind of in the spot of really owning where you're investing your energy. Let's take a look here and see what else is here. Yeah, exactly. See, justice, balance, that ace of swords she has in her hand there with the balancing scales shows that with this ace of swords, you got the ace of swords literally here as well, that you're seeing things differently. There's this balance between high thinking and low fears, and you really have this. And here's the emotional choice card with the Six of Cups, and not Six of Cups, the number six, which is the lovers card. And it is about emotional choice, though, too. And this is what is coming in here. What have I learned from what could I learn through this is emotional choice. I get to choose where I'm investing my energy and where I'm not. And I feel like that's a big piece of all of this, and that you're seeing things from a higher perspective and and all that. Yeah. And so it's just it's coming in here. It's all about emotional choice because you got the Hanged Man, which is about pausing and seeing things from a higher perspective. Hierophant, major arcana, you've got the World card, the Lovers card, the Justice card. So you have five um, major arcana here that are coming in. And the Hierophant is about being drawn and seeing things from a higher perspective. It's your soul, the capital T truths of what you truly want. And then you also, along with those, you have the Two of Cups, which is basically the Lover's card, but that's why I called this the Six of Cups, because I was thinking Two of Cups, emotional choice, and here you got it anyway. So you've got this, realization of I get to choose where I invest my energy and when not. And I feel like this is a big piece when this, mysterious visitor, appeared. Am I going to invest emotional energy in this situation or person? And I feel like there's this big, I get to determine what something means. I get to determine how I feel about anything. And so there's this big empowerment that comes through here because I feel uh, like your heart is wanting to react a way that it would have in the past, but now it wants to, but it knows to sit. It's like they're showing me like, she has my host has a cute black lab, and she's learning so to obey so well. But you can like have a treat, and you're like, and like the overwhelmingness. It's like, and it's like no, and they're like, okay, and you can just gentle, be careful, not yet, no, and they're like, oh god, I want it, but that's like the heart. I want it. Like no, but I know I'm supposed to wait. I'm wanting to wait now, and then rah, 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 if you choose. So whatever that means for you there, that's what's coming through there, Patty. So thank you again for the donation. I really appreciate that. Many blessings to you. And then Moonlight 5, you are up. So hello, hello. Thank you for your patience in getting to your donation. And you want to know, does Spirit have anything to tell you today? Absolutely. And thank you again for your sticker donation. All right, so let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know today? All right, well, evidently that card got flying out there. I want this one, and I want this one, and that one there too. All right. 1 2 1 2. On the bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles coming in here for you. Ten of Pentacles is about abundance and fullness of life, and it's one of the partnership cards because usually it has two people on it with child and dog and an old man, which represents like ancestry and lineage and legacy, and the coin and the palace. It's the fullness of life in the outside world by what, most humans were taught this is what this means, right? So there is a message around partnership and around the fullness of life. Let's see what comes in here. Right. So your first card that came out, that was on the bottom of the deck. The strength card is your first official card. With the strength, it is Leo energy. It is about connection between your human and your higher self. And so there is this, story with the strength card about our human self, which is the lion, and then the maiden, which is our higher self here, is that the lion comes down here first, unbeknownst of our higher self, and it's told to, it's hungry, it's thirsty, and it's told, look out there. You're going to find what you're looking for out here. Look in these three places: relationships, situations like jobs and education, and things. You're going to kind of fill you up. We're like, okay, we all do. We're all taught that, right? At least in present day. And we go out there and we eat and consume, and we realize with relationships that people change, people walk away, people pass away. We realize that relationships don't bring us that sustenance for very long, if at all. And then when we look at job, education, situations we can get in, we realize those things never change. I mean, never stay the same. They're always changing, unstable, right? They don't fill us for very long, if at all. And things, our bank accounts, our possessions, our bodies, they deteriorate, they break down, they blow up, they're stolen. So all that stuff doesn't fill us up, and so that lion gets to the point where they're hangry, they're hungry, angry, and they're roaring because they want to be filled. And that's when our higher self and our human self, we reach that point of overwhelm in our life. And then we're introduced to our higher self. We're remembering, I'm so much more than this, and you're my higher self. And our higher self doesn't judge us or try to take us out or end us or whatever, because they know what the lion is hungry for is the unconditional love of the higher realms. The conditional love, the unstable, conditional, temporary love of the outside world isn't fulfilling, because what we're looking for is that. And it's perfect because our higher self is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. So they can bring us what we're hungry for, our human side. And then we join together and it fulfills us. And then we're able to walk hand in paw, a lion, hand in paw together through life in a different way. And I feel like there is this transformation that's happening here because you're realizing that you're able to, the stuff of the outside world isn't fulfilling and you're being turned inward with this. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you're recognizing here with the two of earth, the cycles of the above and below, because they have one pentacle above, one below, the cycles of life. And with the eight of air too, which is realizing our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, those fears we had of, we got to find who you are on the outside world. This is where your fulfillment lies. And you're questioning and realizing your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel blinded and bounded and trapped before. And there's this freedom that comes in. And it's a cycle. And we trust the cycle that there's times where I'm connected and I can see it. And then I get sucked into my old fears, my old desires to seek in the outside world, and then it falls short. And then I'm like, what? It's like I was chatting with my host. Every once in a while, it's nice to go on into a dating app just to remind yourself why you're not on a dating app. That's kind of like the cycles. We kind of look out into the outside world and go, oh, that's right. That's why I don't look there. And then you come back in here and like, ah. And then we're like, what's out here? Oh, that's right. Come back here. So it's like kind of energy that's coming in. And I like that. With the eight of air, you have the page of air. So the page of air is about, they're given the ace of swords, which allows you to see things from a higher perspective. It allows new thought, new belief, new clarity to come in to your life here. And I feel like this is what's coming in as you're really realizing that what you're looking for is in here, but it doesn't make you stop wanting from the outside world. You stop needing. You find more fullness in here, and then you still enjoy the outside world. It just you don't look for it. You don't depend on it, right? So I like that. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, and along those lines, here again, the Hierophant. You've got the Hierophant is your soul, your higher self, drawing you to see things from a higher perspective, from a place where you can release old ways of thinking. And that brings in the Five of Wands, which the Five of Wands is a change of energy. It changes from something that feels so conflicting and rooted in fear, and it allows you to see things just from a higher place, and the energy is that of higher vibration as well. So there is this change that happens in your life with this, and I feel like it's your higher self is drawing you and your human self, together in more of this walking hand in hand. So I feel like that's what they want you to know today. That's all, Moonlight. That's all. All right. So that's what they have for you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Let me just grab these here. All right. And then up next, we have two from Supernova, Nova Rodriguez. Thank you so much. So thank you for your patience in getting to these. We've got number 6 and number 7. Thank you for your multiple donations. I appreciate all the love and all the support. So number 6, you want to know, how would your spirit guides help you find your sound in music, like for when I'm at a studio developing music? Oh, very cool. All right. So how would your spirit help you find your sound? All right. Those two and that one. All right, let's see what we got here. I like it. They've got here the 7 of Pentacles, which is, the fruit would unfold in an organic way. It's all about seeds are planted, and then they break out of the shell, and the seedling makes its way. It breaks the surface, then it grows, and then the branches grow bigger. The trunk goes bigger, and then they grow leaves, and they grow blossoms, and then the fruit appears. So there's a process and a step which you will develop through time with them, but it will be organically, and we'll see here too. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that there was a little fairy there. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. There it is. See the little fairy that they're looking at. So they will guide you there. And you will it's like you will you it's like you're drawn to it. With I'm seeing you sitting in the studio, and you guys are sitting at the soundboard, and you're like, playing some stuff, and you're re-listening to something, and you're like, oh, what I want to do here, can we do the blah 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 blah? You just feel drawn. It just feels like it's, you just know it, and it just drops in like this emotional, energetic, and even mental, just kind of all at once, where you're just like, what I would like to hear, and I feel like what's missing in that is this, because you can just kind of, when you hear it, you can just feel like there's an empty spot somewhere in some way, and you're like, okay, this is what I want to fill that with. And that's kind of the energy I feel here. Yeah. Queen of Water, Queen of Cups. Empathically, you'll feel it very much, this emotional connection that comes in there. Um, so, I do have this, you know, um, this energy of again, it's really emotionally, you just feel it, and you're like, I just feel like there's something missing right here. I want more. Or you're like, I don't want. It's just like that. You find the sound by how you feel through so much of this empathic connection that comes in there. So I like that. And then, yeah, and the King of Water. So King and Queen of Water. The King of Water is balancing of the head and the heart. So it is about being present, of course. And we talked about balance before. That's an important piece is to be, in a calm state, to be in this place of where you feel everything in harmony and balance with yourself. So it is going to be that um, the creativity, everything flows because you'll feel connected, and it will just come through very, um, through your entire system. Yeah. And again, so you got the Queen of Water, the King of Water, got the Page of Water, so 3 out of 4 royalties, and the 9 of Fire. And the 9 of Fire for you in this one, and you had the 9 before, is here's that connection with spirit, right? Of yourself and the posse. So it's being in this space of um it's like, because 9 is the hermit's journey, but it's about being in this space of where you're at, and then you've got this, energy of um allowing it to come out, but it's like you're sitting with, like, a sound person or someone else, but you're really here, and then you communicate, but you're so much inward that you're really doing a lot of inner dialogue, a lot of inner energy, even though there's conversations going out here, you're really in here as things are spinning. I like that. And then you have, of course, I thought you have the Empress. Normally here you have the Emperor. And this is about you taking charge. This is that Aries energy, the birthing energy, you knowing what you want. But it is about having stable energy because you have the 4, which is, the major arcana emperors. So that's stability. And on the bottom of the deck, you also have the 4 of wands, which is stable energy. So it's all about being balanced when you're in there. And then they help you by dropping it, it just comes through like all centers. It's like you hear it physically, you feel it emotionally, you feel it energetically, and then you get ideas pop into your head. It's just like comes from all 4 directions too. So I like it. I feel like there's just this inspiration. But it just because it's such music is such a big part of you that I feel that you feel the music and you just sense. It's like being a not being a professional chef, officially a professional chef, but when you taste something, you're like, you know what this is missing? It can really use some oregano or some paprika or whatever, and this is like what you'll do with your music. And I like that. All right. So that's what they have for that one. And then number 7 here. What interesting, cool, dope message is do your dope spirit guides want to say about life in general or share about themselves? All right, let's take a look here. What do they want to share here? We actually have a deck right over here. It's not a dope ass one, but they are spirit messages. And I do feel like this is what they want to bring through here. All right. You're so funny. All right, there it is. Of course, you have really sassy spirit guides too, I'm sure. Yeah. Here you are. Your fireness here. Inspire passion. And I'll move that here so I can get it to focus there. There we go. Whoop, a little more. There it goes. You can pause it and read that if you want. I will read it right now too. But inspire passion. Hmm. Life devoid of passion can be boring, or can be a boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passion and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. This is one of the more important cards in this deck, of course. And by choosing it, you're acknowledging that you may have lost your way. Try to remember what you felt passionate about when you were younger. Notice, younger than you are now. I thought I'd say before you did. Notice what you are doing when time flies, which is a clear sign of being passionate about something. Spirit is calling out right now to pull you away from all the pressures and routines of life and take a moment to review what's missing. If you are feeling lethargic at this time, your soul could possibly be sending messages to your body that you must find a way of putting this vital energy back into your life. Rekindle both old and new passions. Light the fire and let your soul feel the exhilarating energy that comes from inspiration and excitement of what's to come. Start to feel alive again. We here in Spirit are there every step of the way to encourage, inspire, and support you. Boom. There you go. Drop the mic. All right. That's a great message for you. So perfect. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for, like I said, for all your multiple donations. I greatly appreciate those. All right. And then up next, we've got Z Yang. And let me just put these in this note real quick here because I delete these when I complete them. All right. Ooh, thunder. I don't know if you guys heard that. Hopefully we don't disappear. If it goes dark, I will be back when the electricity comes back on. All right. So Z Yang, you want to get a June love, career, family, and friends reading. What to watch out for and what to expect. All right, absolutely. Let's take a look here. And thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that so much. Take a quick sip here. All right. Let's do one more here. All right. So, and I have June monthlies too. So if you want to check those out, the playlist is on my main page if you want to get even more information. And there's a little, when you get into a reading, there's a screenshot that talks about the different planets and the different areas of our life that they rule over. So if you want like love, career, family, and friends, you can see which one rules over that and listen to the zodiac sign for wherever that planet is in your birth chart to get even more detail as well. So we've got here for love, and we got here for career, and then we got family is separate from friends. All right. Overall for the month, you got the messenger of fire, which is the knight of wands. And the knight of wands here is the fastest moving knight. It's the horse on fire. I feel like June has a lot of energy, movement, and a lot of fast moving events. In fact, I feel like your June, before you know it, your June is gone. You're like, where did it go? It just feels like it went really, really fast for you. So a lot of energy coming in. Around love, you have the eight of air, the eight of swords. So love feels like it's more of a learning opportunity. It's coming in here. Sorry. It's lightning. It's like bright out, but it must be the clouds are over here. So it's probably going to get dark really quick here. But this eight of swords is about you realizing regarding love, what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped. It's these small t truths rooted in fears of failure, fears of losing conditional love, fears of rejection, all those delicious fears of what we're taught, right? All these opinions and beliefs. This all has to happen, or you're unlovable, you're going to get rejected, or whatever. But I feel like there is this, this is a month of things being brought forward so you can question them and release them. And eight of swords is a good card to get because it's like four swords on each side. It's this beautiful flowing of thought in the middle, which is means you're releasing and having movement of thought and belief in a positive way. You're progressing, questioning, why do I fear that? Why does that bother me? Why do I expect that? Let me let that go. I don't want that. That's not me. I get to choose the story. And you get to question all these popular opinions you took on as your own opinion as you were, growing up. So I like that for you. There's a lot of freedom on the other side of that. Career, you've got both the moon card and the 5 of swords. 5 of swords is like there's this battle going on between your head and your heart. And the moon card talks about, a lot of emotional energy. Of course, the moon is Mother Luna. And there is this battle that's happening where I feel like there's some unknown hidden passions for life. Like there's this and what I feel like what's battling is that your moon and your emotions want, like, your high heart wants to do this with your life, wants to express unconditional love into the world in this way, but the mind's like, nope, we have to do this. Supposed to, should, need to. Again, a lot of opinion, dreams given to us growing up. You need to be an accountant, you should be this, you should be that. And it's like, no, that's quite all right. um, and we're investing a lot of energy trying to do this, but it's like there's something more. There's something more you're wanting in life, and I feel like during this month, again, it feels like you're really doing a lot of thinking, a lot of inner reflection. Don't know if you're going to go on vacation or something. I kind of feel like you're going to have like this opportunity to sit like by a beach or a pool or a lake or something and just be like, what do I want to do? I feel like you're in this nice pause kind of situation that allows you to, or getting out into nature, something where you're able to get away from all the noise and able to reflect. And then, wow, you do have a lot going on here. So, regarding family, you have the temptation, which is the devil card, and this is Capricorn Saturn energy. Talk about, every area you've got major thinking going on, and the temptation, the devil card, the shadow card is all about coming at this point in your life where you just feel like your life is being shaken and rattled, and there's a lot of Saturn return happens like when we're 28 to 30 years old, and again, 56 to 60, and 5 years before and afterwards. Any of those dates too is when it starts to impact us because it's so far away. But it's when we start to, especially the first Saturn return, we start to really think about long held beliefs and thoughts. So if you're in that period and you're reflecting, going, yeah, why do I believe what do I believe around family, around friends, around career, around love? What is all this? And it's this, the shaking of our cage has us questioning everything because it's our kind of coming out in a way where we're like, I'm going to do what I want to do, not what's been expected of me. And I feel like this is a big thing that's coming in here and shaking in your life in June here. And then regarding friends here, yeah, you've got the Queen of Air and the Six of Pentacles. Queen of Air is the balancing of the head and the heart. So we got that energy coming back in here again, like the 5 of swords you had, and more swords. So definitely, like I said, every area you got some deep thinking going on. And the Six of Earth, the Six of Pentacles, is about, determining the balance of things, the codependency, the need that you might have been feeling like I have to overgive in at work and my friendships and my love affairs and school and every area where there's this, I've got to give so much to deserve so little. And I feel like the with friends is where it's really coming to fruition, where you're realizing how you are always overgiving. It's almost like codependent relationships. I give and I give and I give, and I get very little, but I give and I give and I give until I'm exhausted, and I continue to give until I'm resentful, right? And I feel empty and drained, and I feel like I'm used, and so there's this clarity of energy that comes in here with all of this, around all of that. And this is a month of ahas and realizations and decisions you start to make. I feel like you'll gonna take some time to really uh, make the changes on the inside that make their way to the outside. Because we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So, you know, people don't realize the changes that are happening yet in here, but they'll eventually be reflected into the outside world. So June is a big month, a big thinking month, a big realization, a big kind of, June is Pride Month here in the United States, right? It's the coming out. It's like, and everyone has a coming out. It's not about being gay or not or whatever. It's about I'm going to be who I'm going to be, and the bravery it takes to go. I know this is what everyone wants for me, but this is what I want for myself. So I like it for you. So that's what they have right now for you, Z Ying. So thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And then T Dala, you are the final donation, and then we'll start into the free readings. So thank you for your donation. And all right. And um, your question is, would your crush be down for hooking up? A Taurus? Probably. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Taurians. You're ruled by Venus. It's not just a hookup. I know. There has to be this Venus energy involved. So let's take a look here. Would they be down for it here? All right. Let's see what we have here. All right. We got the bottom of the deck. You got the 10 of cups, joy, celebration, overwhelming joy. I think that's a yes. You also have it's normally the judgment card, but we got the call. I like it. The call for new love, new emotion coming in here. So I feel like that is a yes there too. Make the call. It's like it's a love call, not a booty call. Yeah, the two of water. So two of cups is about important relationship interactions. So there it feels like there's this, you know, they want it to mean something more than just hooking up though, right? It's like there's this allowing it to have emotion involved with it, but not like commitment and stuff, yet. I just feel that because they've got these with the two of air, which is the balancing, and with Taurus being an earth sign, they do like groundedness and balance. And the 10 of air is letting go of expectations, letting go of that. And that's where that commitment comes in. The expectations of what something is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be. So allow it to be and go and whatever it would end up being, not like, okay, it's just going to be this, and bye. It's like, well, I'm going to let it go and whatever while we're interacting with each other and not have intentions or boxes around it. Like it has to go here or it has to stay in here. It's like, I'm going to let it be what it is. And with that kind of energy, I feel like they would be open for that with all this. So definitely with that call, and you got the page of air, make the call. So I feel like there is, and even got the knight of cups, which is movement of emotion. So all signs are pointing to yes, with this Tidala. So, but it does need to be unrestricted and undefined, but also not lessened, if that makes sense. So I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, so that's what they have for you, T Dalla. Enjoy. All right, many blessings. Thank you again for your donation. All right, so we've got that there coming in there, and so let me bring over the free readings, and we'll get started into those. I got about 30 or so when I was counting them, so we'll be on for a little bit. So hang in there, everybody. They do go a little faster because I don't dive as deep into them, to the free readings, as I do donations, of course. So let me just give these a shuffle. And feel like we'll do. All right. So these, well, no, they want me to shuffle too. And I feel like we're going to do one card readings for the free ones for this session, but they'll bring plenty of information usually anyway. So, and if I need to clarify, I got another deck here too. All right. So here we go. So we're starting off with Miniheel. So Miniheel, you want to know how will your in-laws be? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. Well, we got the Six of Earth, the Six of Pentacles with them, and that is balanced energy. It's equal giving and receiving, someone that's very giving, and um, this equal energy, three on each side, very balanced, very down to earth with the earth sign here too. And but they yeah, I feel like they're kind of overgivers in a way too. They wanna, like, um, you're gonna have to fight to give to them, they're very much, "No, no, 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 no. No, 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 we'll take care of this, we'll do this," and you're gonna have to be like, "Listen, I wanna do something for you. You know how good you feel when you're doing stuff for us? I wanna be able to feel that too. So please help me feel good by allowing me to give to you." And they're like, "Okay, since you put it that way." I like it. Very giving individuals, very much, you know, not looking to get from people, but what can they give to others. So I feel like they're just very down to earth, very huge-hearted people. So I like that. Right, and that's what they have for you, Mini Heal. So many blessings to you. And then Nelia Medeiros, your free reading. And thank you again for all your donations. Will Megan and Keen date in the near future? Not the near future. We got the patience card, temperance. Feel like it's going to take a little bit of time to grow and, get to that point. But just trust that it's going to happen in the perfect timing. I mean, it's worth the wait when, the tempering of the temperance card is alchemy. It's going back and forth between two cups. Starts off as a base metal and it slowly magically turns into suddenly gold out of nowhere. So I feel like that's kind of how it will happen is it'll be like, okay, well, they're hanging out and they're not dating though. They're like, no, no, we're just hanging out, we're just friends. All right, all right. Well, what's going on between you? A couple months ago. What are you guys doing? And you guys, no, we're just friends, we're just hanging out and everything. And then then there's one day and you're like, "So what's going on between you 2?" Like, "Yeah, we're dating." That's the kind of thing. It's like out of the blue, it kind of happens. So I like that. And that's what they have for you, Nelia. So many blessings to you. And then Happy Pill, you wanted a general reading. And you got the Eight of Water coming in here. So the Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups is about letting go of emotion that no longer serves you so that you can move forward to the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment and relationship too. So if you're not in well, even if you're in a relationship, this is about taking back a lot of your emotional energy to prepare you to either for a new relationship if you're not in one or to heighten the relationship that you're in. But this is twofold. One is becoming aware and doing an inventory of the relationships that you have and where you're investing the energy. The ones where it's not 50-50, where you're giving more than 50%, you can look at those and go, am I keeping it alive? And maybe I need just to back off to 50%. Or there might even be ones you're like, no, I already know. Take that to zero. I want all that back. I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Not out of bitterness, whatever. It's just out of decision going, I'm going to put me first because I'm going to bring all this emotional energy back to prepare me. So I have all this emotion to give to this special person. And then also the second part is like, it takes energy to keep emotion suppressed, and so allowing some emotion to come up from the surface that's being held down and just transform it into higher vibrational knowledge and wisdom allows the energy that was being used to keep it down, that comes back to you too. So you're able to create this large energy, let's say vortex, that's not the word, but an energy reservoir or storage. It's like your emotional bank account is full so that you can spend it on this person that's coming your way or the special person that's in your life now. But it is a time of emotional change. So I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you. Happy pills. So many blessings to you. And then Julie, you're up. So this week reading, what do they want you to know here? All right. So you got the calling card, the judgment card. Your higher self calling you to this new place. And I feel like you're going to get some clarity, seeing things from a different perspective, and possibly even clarity about what you're wanting to do with your life. It could be the call that you're getting, like from I think it was Sister Act. Did you get the call? I got the call. You know, the calling. Um, but so there's this, um, you know, great awareness and clarity that's coming in this week. Seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things not from a place of fear or anxiety or expectation, but from a fresh eyes, from a place of peace and unconditional love allows you to gain some clarity on your life. And so I like that for you. So just kind of take a deep breath and step back and up, and then you'll see and get clarity that you're looking for. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then day Sturgis, you want a general for the week. All right. Got the Four of Water, the Four of Cups. It's emotional stability, which I like, but there's also this awareness that comes with the Four of Cups because it's realizing that some of the things that we're taught to look in the outside world that are supposed to fill us up emotionally aren't. It's kind of bland. It's kind of like bored a bit. In the original tarot for the Four of Cups, someone's leaned up against a tree, looking at three cups, going, "That's it. This is as good as it gets." And then here, what we haven't seen yet is this Ace of Cups being offered, which is higher love, which is we find inward and upward. And I feel like this next week it does kind of echo this for you and gives you an opportunity to kind of look at what's not fulfilling me in the outside world and this is what fulfills me. And I feel like there's this connections that you have. And I feel like there's this maybe in your dreams. I just feel like it's spirit is bringing you these messages, but they're not like in your face yet. I feel like it's subtle, like you might having dreams and you wake up and you're like, yeah, what was this about? And or you're seeing other people in your peripherals out here that are going through things that are you're starting to see patterns, and this is what's starting to come in here for you. So that's a little bit of a tidbit for next week. So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. Many blessings to you. And then we got Gene XO. Hello, hello. So you want to know what are Virgo's feelings and current energies towards you? All right. We got the Page of Air coming in here. And the Page of Air, the Page of Swords, is about clarity, is seeing things from a different perspective and like I said, a lot of clarity coming in about what they're wanting and what they're not wanting and that type of thing. The energy on the bottom of the deck, which is for everyone, but since you asked, is the Page of Fire. So you got both the Page of Air, the Page of Fire. So the Page of Wands, new passion, new ignition of things. So it does feel like with clarity, there is some what's important in my life and what's not. Maybe they're having something significant. I don't know if they're having someone who has passed, someone that they've known that's died, or some sort of significant change that's hit them here that is making them really reconsider things and has a new lease on life, a new passion for life is what I kind of feel with that coming in. So hopefully that makes sense there. But so I feel like there is this, change here. I feel like there might be, and Virgos love to think too. Of course, I just saw that Virgo, but they're very much in their head. But there is this change of mindset, this clarity that comes in that's spawned by something significant in their life, and there's a little bit of change of energy, a little bit of spark under the bohiny regarding you guys' interaction. So they might even reach out. What? I know. All right. So that's what they have for you, Jean. So many blessings to you. All right, let me just bring these other ones up here. These ones are the ones with a lot of screenshots with a lot of people on them. So these will take just a moment to go through. So up first, let me highlight it, see where I'm at here. So Starfall, you are up. So hey, hey, general reading for the coming 2 weeks. All right. Got the Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles. So dual things. One, you have this change of looking at how you look at yourself and your worth in relationship to the outside world. So it's positive change. It's a positive, realizing that the outside world doesn't complete you. I had to take a big deep breath there. I'm like, it's like this release, and it's like I'm letting go of defining myself by the outside world. Like this heaviness is lifted over these 2 weeks. It just felt like I was running out of air, and I'm like, I just got to take it and let it out. And I feel like this is what's coming in here for you. Because with that, the Page of Pentacles is about some new opportunities come your way because of this inner change. Your outer world starts reflecting this change that's going on the inside. So, new opportunities uh, ignited from a change of perspective of your worth, not retail price. I call that's what the outside world is. How am I valued to others is retail. I'll end up on the blue light special Kmart clearance rack sometime when I'm involved in retail. But my self-worth, my capital S self-worth comes from inward and upward, not outward. And that's where this change transforms because you're getting this, I am priceless. And we know it here, but I feel like it's just sinking into here over these next 2 weeks, which changes out there. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, Starfall. So many blessings to you. And then Shiv Shakti, you are up. General reading. Got the Five of Earth, the Five of Pentacles. And this is a good transformative energy of the outside world. Let's see if I can get in a little closer here because it is this change of moving from a place of lack, from a place of that fearing abandonment, being left behind, being left on the cold, not having enough. And that's what happens when we look to the outside world to complete us. We are abandoned when a human who is supporting us in some way, when their inner child feels unsafe or out of control, they go into survival mode, fight or flight. Bye, give me everything back. They leave us like, what happened? Suddenly our support is gone, and we're like, I don't know what to do. I'm in shock. Uh, and that's what happens when we depend on humans. Humans are not that they're let's say humans are fickle, humans are unstable, humans are temporary. They're, 1 minute they're there, the 1 minute they're not. That's the human characters out there. But do not fret. The Five of Pentacles is about a transformation and a change. We learn to look inward and upward to spirit, and you are like, you're the one that brings me my sustenance in each moment. You I can trust. You don't go into fear or fight or flight. You don't abandon. You are the source of all things. You have plenty. You don't need to take from me. In fact, you want to give me what I need in each moment, and even more so. Maybe not everything my ego wants, but everything I need for my life. And like I've been alive for 57 years. I know, right? But they've never let me down. I've always had everything. So there's this trusting relationship between us. Me and the outside world, no, that I don't look to the outside world for my sustenance. I'm very grateful for all the donations I get, and I thank you, my individuals that do, and all the wonderfulness I get from the outside world. I thank them for delivering it to me, but I know at the core, it's spirit bringing it to us. And I feel like that's what they want you to know here right now. So there you go, Shiv. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Eagle, you are up next. You'd like a general career reading. Got the Three of Earth, the Three of Pentacles. This is about being true to your authentic self when you're looking at your career. So, what happens usually there's like a picture of someone creating something, two other people there. One person is the person who is like the naysayer, the dream buster. No matter what you do, it's not going to be good enough. They're going to have their own little opinion about why'd you do it that way? Why didn't you do it this way? This is who you should be. Blah, blah, blah. And if you don't do it the way they are wanting you to do it, they will reject you and punish you and, give you the cold shoulder, like, I can't believe you. And we already know who those people are. We keep those usually at a distance. We're like, that's okay. You don't get to be in my inner circle because you always want to destroy everything. And I don't want that. Right. So we have them there. The other person is the supporter. The person is like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for what you're going to do and where you're going to head and how you're going to express yourself to the world. But you have ever thought of like doing it this way? And they're not doing it out of like trying to control. They're just out of their love and support, just spouting ideas. But they're the ones that we are more likely to go off course and do it their way because we don't want to lose their support and have them become the negative Nellies outside, So it's like, okay, you know, um, I'm going to be true to my authentic self. This is what this card is a reminder from spirit. When you're choosing your career and what you want to do with your life, yeah, there's people with opinions and there's some fears of what people will think or not think or, reject or whatever if we don't do and be who we have in our head they wanted us to be. So this is about being true to you and following your heart and find out what it is. What is it that you want to do? What makes your heart sing, your heart feel full? And how do you uniquely want to share your unconditional love with the world? I feel like this is what they want you to focus on right now regarding career, right? So that's what they have for you, Eagle. So many blessings to you. And then Anjou 777, you are up, a June month for you. And if I already said this, apologies. I do have June monthlies out there. So be sure to check that for additional information, and especially if there's a specific area of your life you want to know about. In the beginning, there's like in the video that there's like a screenshot that lists all of the planets and what they rule over. And so if you're like, okay, I want to know about career, then you would go to like your Saturn and okay, my Saturn is in Pisces. So let me go look at Pisces to find out what my career life looks like in the month. So you can do that too. But in addition to that, your June month, you got Queen of Earth coming in. I like it. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very much about birthing things, about putting yourself first, giving yourself the care that you need, and very groundedness. Now there's earth, and then every queen has cups too. What happens when you put earth with water? It makes mud. It allows you to create something. So allow some creativity to come forward here. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to, if you haven't done any kind of artwork in a while, which like if you were a painter, paint, if you were ceramic, if you're a drawing, draw, if you make paper mache or whatever you normally create through and how you create, it's time to create again this month too. And I feel like it's an important piece for you to allow that. A little bit of sensuality there. So there could be some love interests that are making themselves known, but I feel very Empress energy. Try not to tie yourself down. Try to just be able to go with the flow a little bit and just be like, I'm 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 focusing on me. And so, you know, what kind of interactions can I have for me with these individuals or individual? And I feel like that's an important piece for this for you. So that's what they have for you, Anjou, for the month of June. Many blessings. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. All right. We got Cutie coming up here. So, Cutie, you want to know anything you need to know. And you've got the Ace of Fire. God, this is the Ace of Wands, passion, ignition, new passion, new drive, new inspiration. Could be new spiritual energy too, like an upgrade of some sort where you feel like you're expanding your spiritual gifts, you're expanding your empathic abilities, your knowingness, your energy work. I just feel like there's this full and flowiness that is, it's sparking different areas of your life, both mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, and I just feel like there's this excitement of life for you right now that's coming in, and there's like follow your passion, follow it. Don't try to restrict it. Don't try to dim it. Let your light shine bright and don't ask permission to shine. Just do it. Just be, and let it flow and express itself, and don't hold back. I just feel like it's this time to take steps forward, take action, put a fire under things, right? And I feel like it's a time for you to do that, and I feel like that's the message for you right now. Right, so that's what they have for you, cutie. So many blessings to you. And then angel blessings, you'd like a general reading. You've got the 10 of swords, the 10 of air. This is about I'm sick and tired of trying to please everybody, because we can't. And at one point in our lives, it's great when we get to that, because when we're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired of being disappointing and disappointed, and we got this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that we're trying to uphold and get everyone else to uphold it, it's exhausting, right? So we take a big deep breath and come back to this moment, right? And we release, and we're like, you know what? I'm releasing myself from this cage, and thus I'm releasing everyone else. Because if I have myself under a cage and I have myself, in this under all these rules, by golly, I'll be God's little sheriff and make sure everyone else is doing it too. It's a lot of pressure, especially when you can't. It's like herding cats. Good luck. You can't make anyone. How do you feel when people try to make you obey their expectations? No. So there is this release that's coming in here, and I feel like it's a good time just to you're letting yourself off the hook of all these past thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, and thus you're releasing everyone else too. So I like it. Good message. All right, and that's what they have for you, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And then Goldie, you are up. So spirit message. Justice. I demand justice. No, that's not what this is about. Card number 11. If you've been seeing a lot of 11s, that's an important thing for you here, because she's got the ace of swords, and then she has the scales. And what the justice card is, she's the balancer of life. She's the seeker of truth. And this is where you're looking for the capital T truths of the higher realms and about life and who am I? Who do I want to be? What do I want? Who do I want to be with? How do I want this to go? The capital T truths, you're getting out of these small T truths, which are all the opinion and all these that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love and these fears of failure and fears of rejection that we all grow up with. And the scales are way off, and we're overloaded with all the small T truths and hardly any capital T truths. When we start to get capital T truths, it starts bringing it here, and then we start questioning the small T truths. Why do I believe this? Why is that the story? Oh, this is because I was taught by this by mom, this by dad, this by family, this by friends, this by society, blah 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 blah. And we transform those into higher knowledge and wisdom. So not only do we take something from here to put it on this one, um, we're also gaining higher knowledge. So balance comes fast here for you. So I feel like it's spirit saying just continue to question why you believe what you believe. And if anything triggers and comes up, that's an opportunity for us. Feelings are flags that something can be looked at inside of us and be transformed. And so I feel like there's a kind of a little bit of an awareness to look back and see, like a year ago, how would you have handled this situation? And you're like, yeah, there'd have been drama. But no, there's not drama this time. Look at how far you've come. Look at how many floors you've gone up. And you're always with yourself. So sometimes we don't realize how far we've come till we go look over the edge and go, oh my gosh, I'm 5 stories up. Yeah, you have been doing a lot of inner work and a lot of transformation. So I feel like that's part of all that too. So that's what they got for you, Goldie. So many blessings to you. And then Lynx Lee, you wanted a love reading. Yay, you got the Seven of Pentacles here. And the Seven of Pentacles is about, the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And so it's taking time, and there is this pausing. Whenever we get that in relationship to love, it's all about giving us time to raise our love vibration, questioning our thoughts and beliefs, questioning our emotions, questioning our energy, where we investing it, my physical choices. What am I doing? And it is this, awareness and realization of, that I have lower vibrational things going on. And oh, that's why I was drawing in lower vibrational people and events and relationships. Oh, and when things slow down, I'm not drawing in those relationships. I'm raising my low vibration. But the thing is like lower vibration goes really slow. Higher vibration speeds things up. So the more I invest in doing that inner work and that transformation, the faster things go and the faster then relationships come and unfold. The other message with that Seven of Pentacles is that, as we plant things and things grow, we're like, really? I planted you know, a blueberry bush? I'm like, oh, did I why did I want blueberries? It's like, I want this type of tree. And we realize I'm stopping investing in old things I desired, and my desires have changed as my vibration changes too. So I feel like that's important for you to know while you're going through this is that you're in a transformational time in your life around love and what you're desiring for love. And it's an important time for you because you're going to stop desiring what you desired before. In fact, it will repel you. Like, but I love strays. I love fixer uppers. It's like, well, because we love to be needed before, now we're like, "Ugh, get away. I want someone who stands on their own feet. I don't want to be needy anymore. I don't want to be needed. I want to be wanted," you know. And so there's a change of stuff that's happening within you. I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Linksley. So many blessings to you. And then soul searching vibe, you'd like guidance from your ancestors. Absolutely. Yeah, you got the two of fire, the two of wands coming in here. The two of wands tells you here that there's so much power. You're so much more powerful than you can believe or imagine. And I feel like this is a big message from them because they want you to know that every second you're putting out energy and you're drawing things to you. And you may not realize, like, why are all these things here? It's because your energy has been drawing them in. And there's things that we were taught as children growing up. Focus on what you hate, right? When we complain and focus on what we hate, guess what? We're telling the universe, I really enjoy hating things. Can you bring me more of that, what I hate, and even more things that I hate? Sure, order up, right? Also, if we focus on what we fear will leave our lives, our energy repels it. If I fear something coming into my life, my energy attracts it. If I focus on what I'm missing in life, then I'm telling the universe I enjoy missing things. Can be making me miss that more and even miss more things. Again, order up. And wanting too. This is the one that recently was like a big aha when Spirit shared it, which is when I'm wanting something, I'm telling the universe I'm enjoying the feeling of wanting. And wanting stops when you get. So you can't get what you're wanting while you're focusing on wanting. And so we change this. This is the other side of the two of wands. That's one focus. The other focus could be on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude. Those things draw in things similar to that. And so when it's like, well, how do I tell the universe what I want without wanting? Well, you can want for a moment, right? You can tell the universe, you know what I'd really want is, to um, I don't know, have a job where I can work from home and um, doesn't have a whole lot of stress and blah, 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 blah. And we tell the universe what we want, and then we start having gratitude for we let go of the outcome of it. We hand it to the universe saying, this is what I really would like, and I'm so grateful for you and that you're bringing. I'm grateful for all the stuff in my life. And then that energy is what draws it in. So I feel like this is a very empowering realization because it impacts every area of our lives, and your ancestors just wants you to be aware of this powerful, powerful energy. Right. So that's what they have for you. Soul searching vibe. Many blessings. And then smooth life, you want to know how will your future spouse be? So another little tidbit here. Well, you got King of Cups. I like this, the King of Water, because all of the kings are given, in addition to their own suit, swords, air. So this is the balancing of the head and the heart. And I it's one of my cards that represents like such a compatible person. They are at peace and understanding. They're emotionally intelligent. They're intelligent, mentally intelligent. So they're not overly where they're so in their head that you have to remind them they have emotions. No, this is someone who's intelligent, emotional, but balanced, and they can communicate their emotions. But it is this card of compatibility. It's like, wow, it fits like a glove. And so I like this for you here. It is someone that can bring both of those things, and it does. It's like, wow, it just feels so cozy. So I like that. So a little tidbit there for you, smooth life for your future spouse. All right, and then Highness, you were up. You want to know C. Bradley's thoughts about you. All right, well, we got the 10 of Pentacles, which is, hey, your relationship material, your marriage material. You could make my life feel full along with everything else. You fit right into their 10 of Pentacles. It's the fullness of life. Usually you'll see two people together and a child and dog and old man and mansion and money. And it's like it's the fullness of life. And so with the 10 of Pentacles, it's very much about they see you as a someone that could be the one. They're like, wow, you fit the bill of what I'm seeking out for love and partnership. So I like that for you there. I feel like they're very grounded, and so I don't feel like they're a fast, super fast mover. Like they're like, oh my god, they're like, okay, let me make sure. Let's just I don't wanna rush anything because when you rush, you don't see the red flags, you think it's a carnival, and then all these red flags hit at once and everything explodes. Let me take my time getting to know each other and facing stuff as we go. So I don't feel like a fast mover. I feel like, Deet, dee, deet, dee, deet, doo, 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 doo. If you ever saw those cartoons, it's the slow moving, but things slowly built also last. Things quick, quick. Sorry, built quickly also fall apart quickly. So I like that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Highness. So many blessings to you. I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right. So, Angelique, you are up next. And you like a love reading. So, you got the Three of Fire, Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands here is that you are taking a different direction than you have anticipated. There's new information that's coming in for you. And that can be new awareness. If you're with or interested in someone, you find out more information and you're like, not really my cup of tea. But it's like you're headed in this direction and you take an off ramp and you start off on that direction. So you are changing course. It's you changing course though, not something making you change. It's you that are wanting something different out of love than that's being offered or than what you've thought you wanted in the past. Because there are just some epiphanies about you in general and love in general, but also maybe some specific lovers or love interests that you're like, yeah, nah, why am I even doing that? What is it? Why go on a date with someone who doesn't make a good mate? Unless you're just looking for fun and adventure, and there's no judgment there. But I like that. Why go on a date with someone who won't make a good mate? If it's not a date, then let's just go hang out. That's funny. But so I feel like that's an important piece of what's happening right now, Angelique, and I feel like they're just giving you a heads up that you know it's okay to make a change too. You don't have to be like, well, this is what I should do. It's like, no, what do you want to do and do it? And I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Angelique. Many blessings. And then great chords. Any messages from spirit? All right. Yeah, you got the messenger of air, which is the knight of swords. So there is this pursuit of higher knowledge, of higher connection, higher knowingness that's coming in here. It's a quest for more knowledge. And I feel like you've been on this, and I feel like you're getting to the end of some quest where you're getting some information, you're getting some knowledge and awareness. And I like that because then there's this movement of change of thought that then makes its way out to the outside world, which we start to make changes in the outside world because of the changes of how our approach and how we look at things too. So I like this energy. It's faster moving energy than of course, Knight of Pentacles is slow snail mode, but the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, they move. It's thought and emotion can move pretty quickly. Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight on. It's a horse on fire. It's going to run really, really fast, unlike any horse. Get me to the water, But these two are fast moving because you can change thought very quickly, and we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So as you're having these changes within, you're going to start to see those changes also make their way to the outside world. So I like this about higher clarity and higher awareness is definitely coming your way, if in even more so than that has been, because of the energy you've been putting into the quest for higher knowledge, higher awareness. Right? So that is what they have there for you. So many blessings. Right? And then up next, we've got Shiva Tawari. So, hey, Shiva. So, you want to know Saash's true feelings for you. And my apologies if I mispronounced your name or their name. So, we've got the Nine of Swords coming in here. And the Nine of Swords is the nightmare or the insomnia card. No, they don't think you're a nightmare. They just have a lot of fears. you know Obviously there's feelings there, they have connection. They've got so many fears about you know being hurt, being disappointed, just a lot of supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and must. A lot of rules up in their head that just suck the life out of a relationship. And so I feel like they have emotions for you, but these thoughts, these fears overrule and outrank everything right now. And so I feel like if you feel like, well, I feel like they've pulled back or that they don't share how they really feel, it's because they're in here in these spheres, and it's really distracting and taking attention, and that's what's coming in right now for that. So just be aware they've got a lot of fears that have nothing to do with you. Specifically, they've been in their head as they were growing up, and now they're active and they're even maybe running below the surface where they don't even realize why they have this anxiety or these fears or this hesitancy, but it's because of so much stuff that's below the surface, that's on autopilot, that's running right now. So hopefully that brings a little clarity in their actions, but nothing you can do about that because they're seeing the world through this lens and you can't get behind the lens that's inside of them. So you're just like, all right, well, I'm going to be me and you're going to interpret me wherever way you want. And, just know that whoever is meant for you will never pass you by. So, you know, you can trust being yourself. And I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Shiva. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Nature 1111, you want to know who is coming towards you in love. All right. Well, you got the Queen of Air. Wow, a very compatible person. The King of Cups and the Queen of Air are very relatable. The Queen of Air rolls over air with the King, but all the queens are given a second portion of emotion. So she balances mind and emotion. And so this is someone who's very compatible. It's like they fit like a glove. It's a big indicator of like a perfect partner because there's someone who understands their brain, understands like they're emotionally intelligent. They can communicate their emotions. It's just very solid kind of partner like card. Sorry, I'm slipping off here. I just feel like there's this. And they're headed your way. Timing, I'm not sure yet, really, with this. I feel like it's still a little ways off, but it's you guys are being drawn together. I don't feel like you know them yet, though. I feel like it's someone new that you're going to be meeting. You're going to be like, wow, and they're going to be like, wow, like at the same time, wow. So I feel like it'll just be this natural, like a fitting glove. It's just going to be like, yep, it's perfect. And you guys just are both like, who'd have thunk? And because of the relationships and interactions you both have had in your past, you're going to be so much more appreciative of each other than had you not. So it's like, when you're like, thank you for, for, putting your dishes in the sink. They're like, well, yeah, isn't that normal? No. Thank you. Thank you for helping me do the dishes. What? You're just like, all right. And so I like that for you. And that's what they have right now for you, Nature 1111. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Pinky Tawari. You are up. All right. Let me just bring some more of these over here real quick. Hang in there, everybody. We could probably have about a couple more handfuls left. So thank you for your patience in getting to your readings here. Let's see here. We got those. And all right. So, Pinky, you want to know your shadow work and your healing. What does Spirit want you to know around there? Oh, wow. You got the Lover's card. And this is great. This is like you know, your human side and your higher self. And this is this loving relationship that you're growing with your higher self. And there's this beautiful bond that's coming in because you're letting go of these limitations, these limitation thoughts, these limitation emotions, limitation energy, limitation actions in your world. So you're transforming these things, and the Lover's card is like the Two of Cups. It's emotional choice. You're realizing that nothing can make you feel any other way. It's you that chooses your emotions in each moment. Though sometimes I know it doesn't feel like a choice, because what happens is when we're younger, something happens in the outside world. The outside world just is. There's no story attached to it. There's no expectations to it till a human gets involved. And then we have a story we're taught. We're taught, hey, that means this when that happens. And we're like, yes, I get it. That means this. Then we're like, all right, when that happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. All right, so when that happens, I feel this. And when that happens, you feel this way. When that happens, you feel that way. When that happens, you feel this way. All these rules around, since we're talking about the emotional choices with this Lover's card, the six of the major arcana, and so you get to choose how you feel in each moment. And though someone is like, okay, they're doing that, and we've been taught, like I said, we take their opinion, we make it our own opinion, we reinforce it over and over again through making it our habit, and then it becomes our habit so much it becomes our reaction where it happens like that. Instead of thinking, okay, this is how I want to feel, it's like, I feel this way. But when we can stop and revisit things and slow things down, we start to see how I get to choose how I feel in each moment. No one can make me feel any way that I don't want to feel. I'm making my emotional choices. So there's some great awareness that comes through this for you. And I feel like this is what's coming up in your shadow work and part of your transformation. You don't need to be healed. You're not broken. You're not, um, you know, um, yeah, you're not broken. You just have some thoughts and some emotions that you can change. Just you have some obstacles in between you and your empowerment, which you've been working on. So your power is returning to you. I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Pinky Tawari. So many blessings to you. And then we've got me, not me, but ME. Hey. Good afternoon to you. And you want a reading on what we see for your little old mountain man in you. All right. Magic is happening. Yeah, magician. There's definitely this action and movement that comes forward with the magician. And a lot of what happens is your energy and their energy. They're making energetic choices. What are they focusing on? They're growing. What are you focusing on? You're growing. And so, when you realize that you focus on unconditional love and joy and gratitude and all that, it really helps expand that. And I feel like that's when we meet someone new and we're like blown away by them, we're focusing on everything that's wonderful, it grows. if we get caught in fears and who we think they're supposed to be and how things are supposed to happen and what we're missing, what we're wanting, then we drag it down with our lower vibrational energy. So I love this energy with the magician because it's you're choosing where you're wielding your magic wand and you're like, I'm not going to ruin this by lowering the energy around it. I'm going to celebrate it, I'm going to have gratitude around it. And there is progression movement forward with this because it's manifestation energy. So being aware of where you're investing your energy in each moment is very important. So not lower vibration, higher vibration is what brings things in faster and bigger for you in that way as well. So hopefully that makes sense, and that's what they have for you, me. So many blessings to you. All right, and we got Ateshi Singh. Is there a future between you and SP? Maybe. You have the Hierophant, which is your higher self calling you to see things from a capital T truth, see things from a higher perspective, who you are, what you truly want. And I feel like if you take this journey with your higher self and you kind of look into what is it that I truly want in my life, who do I truly want to be, what do I truly want to unfold, then you look at this other individual and go, you really don't fit into that. And I kind of feel like that with this. I feel like there could be a future with them if you stay in your mindset now, but I don't know what kind of future that's going to be. I feel like it's going to be lower vibrational. This is like your spirit is saying, come here, come and see things from this perspective, and let's see, who you are, who you truly are. See yourself clearly, and then start to see the world differently and what you want to do with it. So hopefully that makes sense. I just feel like you're going to outgrow them very quickly, if you know what I mean. All right. So that's what's coming in, Ateshi. So many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, hello, hello. So what message do you need to hear for the weekend? All right. So you got the Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles. This is a feeling of independence, this energy of being alone with spirit. The Nine of Pentacles. Nine is the hermit's journey. Pentacles is the outside world. I feel like it's kind of for this weekend, it's a loner weekend. It's like I'm just going to spend some time with myself and making sure you're having your alone time and your me time, even if you're drawn like out into a lot of things in the outside world. I just feel like it's time for you to get alone with spirit, with yourself, with your higher self, journal, evaluate, pull cards if you have tarot cards or any kind of oracle. And it's about you spending time with yourself and the connection with the spirit world. Mhm. Because it's important for you to step back from the chaos, and that allows you to see things clearly, and we can get so busy that we just feel rattled, and I feel like this is a time for you to really just evaluate you and your independence, and I like that for you. That's what I got. Easy breezy. So many blessings, Vidi. I'm just gonna take a sip here. All right. So up next here, we have Kritika Malhotra. Hello, hello. Hi. So how will June go? College is over. Hallelujah. Exams over. Double hallelujah. And you're completely free now. Triple, quadruple hallelujah. So June. So be sure to check out your June monthly. I have a June monthlies on my main page, and check your sun sign. And also, if you're looking for a particular area of your life, like if you want to know, all right, what's going to go on with career now that I'm finished here, look at your birth chart, find out where your Saturn is, and because Saturn is like the career and work. And if you see what sign that is, then check out that one. That'll give you information. That whole reading will be about your career energy. So I like that. Um, Outside of that, you got the Five of Fire, the Five of Wands, which is a movement of energy from something that feels so chaotic and conflicting, something lower vibrational to higher vibrational. So I feel like, there is this kind of fear of, well, okay, now it's done. Now what? Now what's next? Uh-oh, what am I going to do? But I feel like you figure things out throughout the month where the stress changes, the energy changes, where you feel more secure. You feel like, okay, I know what's going forward. Even if you don't get like a job offer yet or something, I feel like you got a plan. By the end of June, and then so you feel more at ease, and you're investing energy in your plan, and so you feel like you're making progress there. So I like that for you. Um, yeah, and so that's what they have, but definitely check out your June monthlies for more detailed information. All right. So many blessings and congratulations for being done. Right? All right, many blessings. And then Magana, you are up. Hey, any message from your spirit guide? Sure, always. Yeah. And boy, do they have a message for you. You got the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Fire, which does represent a ton of messages from spirit. And I like that. They're basically telling you that if you'll look around you and focus, that you will see messages from the outside world. And that can be in the form of like, I don't know, rogue emails, like junk mail, um, bumper stickers, license plates, signs on the road, overhearing people's conversations, that you'll get messages through there. They get tons that they're communicating, and different signs too, pennies, butterflies, whatever these things are that you're like, oh my God, I think that's that. It's like, yes, you're right. Um, and then there's emotional energy. You'll just get this flood of emotional messages from spirit. You'll get energetic, like you just feel a switch in energy. Um, both and in the physical, I mean, you're already getting messages in the physical world. But so you get all this floods of different energies, both emotionally and spiritual energy, and that chi energy. And then also in your mind, you have the slots drop in out of nowhere, especially if you have people who have gone to the other side and you're not thinking about them. All of a sudden, you have this thought, this memory of them. That's them tapping your brain, going, "Hey, just let you know I'm here. You're not alone." And they'll generally do that when they're, um, trying to encourage you through something that you're going through. So I just feel like there's tons of spirit messages coming around you, and if you think you're seeing something, you are, repeating numbers, whatever it may be, just know that it's them, and they are majorly communicating with you right now. So that's what they have for you, Magana. So many blessings to you. Right. And then we've got Eric Lawrence. Yes. So thank you. Thank you. Hello, hello. Will your ex come back to you, or should you move on? All right. We got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is joy and celebration and marriage, um and I feel like that's so opposite of the energy that you felt with your ex. I just feel like they're not, like, they don't want marriage. They struggle with joy, they struggle with balance, and with this Four of Wands, I just feel like it's a flow of energy. It's not a reversal, it's to move forward. Four of Fire, let's move forward. So I think, with this, I do feel like it's time to move on and and not get into anything else yet. Move on from them, stop, review what did you learn in the relationship about you and your past relationships, about you, who you are, what did you see in the mirrors of them? How does that apply to you? If you're like, well, they were really, really critical of people. I didn't like that. It's like, oh, you were critical of their criticalness. It's like, oh, they were my mirror. But it's allowing you to see things so that you don't repeat the same energy and draw on the same type of teacher and person and mirror, right? So I feel like it is to move on, but it's taking the time to find your joy, to find out what you really want, to do those interchanges. That's what allows you to attract something different than you would have before. But I do feel like I feel like, we love our exes, I love them all, but I know what's healthy for me, and then I'm like, okay, they were a good um awareness. They were a great teacher, but I don't need to take that class again. Right. So that's what's coming in there for you. All right. So many blessings to you, Eric. All right. And then we've got Jeep. You are up next here. Let's see how we're doing here. We've got, I think, just four more with Jeep included. All right. So we're getting there, people. Almost held on there. So, Jeep, you like a general career reading. All right. Wow. I love you've been getting the sun a lot lately. This is joy. This is celebration. This is light shining bright. So I feel like, for your career, there is this light shining bright with the sun card. It's Leo energy. The sun in Leo rolls over Leo, and there is this, childlikeness to this energy of what do you want to do? The world is open, all possibilities. We always talk about get out of your head and into your heart. It's like if the world, the only person that limits you in this world is you. It's like, well, no, they could stop me. And if that person stops you from getting in a company or something you wanted to do, that just means, oh, there's something even more over here around what I want to do. You will know the obstacles, you'll know those things, but I like the sun card because it shines bright light all over your life. It's victory, it's movement, but it's so much about your passion, this fire energy of the sun. Passion. What do I want to do? What do I live for? I live to share my love with the world in my own unique way, but but I have to have this job. Do you? Where can you express your love in the way that you're wanting? And I feel like that's when you define and determine your career and what you're wanting out of life too. So I like that. All right. So hopefully that helps, Jeep. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Yanvi Gavandi, you are up. When will you meet your future spouse? I've got this timing oracle over here. Let's just grab that here. Let's see if Spirit's willing to say. Usually it's a range when we're going to meet our future loves of our lives, because it's seldom I got to meet him on an exact daytime. It's energetic. It's we have a minimum and a maximum. Like the earliest we can meet him is this if I'm working on my shadow self and getting rid of thoughts and beliefs that don't serve me, emotions that don't serve me. I'm doing all that, and they are too. We can meet earliest here, or we can just both kind of go it is, and it will meet here, later. So there's this huge range when we'll meet someone. So let's take a look here and see what they want you to know about this range. All right, there we go. Boom, boom. You got two cards that came out. Wow, they are so specific for you. Um, this year or more than this year. So it makes sense. You can meet him here now, or you can meet him, in the future. And they're just saying it's all up to you and your energy. Let's pull a card. Yeah. You got the strength card. You got the Leo energy. You got this you know, the more you connect with your higher self, the more you raise your love vibration, the faster things come in. And so the strength card, there is this journey of realizing that our human side, which is the lion, and the maiden is our higher self, that our lion, our human, our ego side has been told, this is where you find love. This is the fulfillment. So we focus on all this stuff, but it's not fulfilling. The more it's lower vibrational. It's full of expectations and disappointments and all that la la la. And when you come back to yourself and you connect, they complete you. Your higher self completes your human side, and you walk hand in hand. You don't stop wanting the outside world, you just stop needing it. And then you're not pushing it away by wanting it so bad, which is what we all do. It's an energy of want. When I tell the universe I really enjoy wanting, they're all want. And then they're like, all right, we'll keep you wanting. What does that mean? You can't have then, right? So we change our energy and we change who we are defining ourselves by and where we're looking for our love, and we find it inside. We fill up, and then the love that our love vibrations higher, and the love that we're wanting to connect with, you know, higher vibration, we draw each other together at that time when their vibration's higher and our vibration is higher. Because if we meet when that's lower vibration, we're going to have a lower vibrational experience. Yay, cheating, fighting, whatever, yay, who wants that? I've had enough of those. I'm ready for something more. It's worth the wait with that. So hopefully that helps. But that's what's coming in for you, Yanvi. So the sooner and the more you put your energy into that, the faster you guys come together. And it depends on what they're doing as well, of course. All right. So many blessings. All right. And then HTTPS, your free message from Spirit. What do you want to know? Oh, here you go. Two of Cups. I like it. Got important relationships that are being spotlighted here. The big one that came in immediately is your relationship with your higher self here, that you can have this deep, deep relationship with them. And then that does impact every other relationship because when you're full of this love energy that you have and this relationship is aligned and open, then this relationship and these pipelines to the outside world are open and flowing in big ways. So I like this with the Two of Cups. It's the importance of maintaining a great relationship with your higher self in the spirit realm. Then that makes you feel full and charged and overflowing, which of course impacts all of your relationships, family, friends, work, lover, whatever, in very positive ways that are like, dang, you are bubbly and full of love. I like that. Right. And that's what they have for you right now. HTTPS. Hopefully that resonates for you. And then last but not leastly is Livier Vergara. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone here. Um, and I'm just taking a look here. And Sean G, if you are watching, I see you were looking for your second question in the earlier session. And the earlier session, I couldn't find your second question, so I did your free question second. And then, and when I did that, I mentioned if you post a comment, I'll see it of your new question, and I would do it in this one. But if I don't hear from you in this one, then I can do one tonight or tomorrow, and I'll prioritize those if there was this. I couldn't see a second question. All right. So, Olivier Vergara, a general career reading. Absolutely. Look at this. You got Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles. This is movement like from apprentice to master, assistant manager, manager, graduating, movement, movement, movement. The Eight of Earth is about abundance and the wheels are turning and the work and everything that you've put into your life. There's this progression that's opening up. And it can be too if you're wanting to go back to school or you're wanting to go into a career that requires education, it's very highly supported with this card too. It does show that there's progress and there's reward that comes from it all here. Um, and there is this like you've been changing and evolving and getting to a certain level as in regards to your skills and your desires. And if your current situation, if you're like in a job and you're like, yeah, they're not going to be able to keep up with me, this is like a caterpillar that transforms into a butterfly. And all of these things were going to also transform with you, but a lot didn't. People, situations, whatever. And it comes a point where all the caterpillars are still on the ground and you're like, I gotta fly. You guys are all eating your leaves, but I desire nectar now, not leaves. So I gotta go to the fly to the flowers and go get my meals. And they're like, all right, we'll see you. And you're like, all right. And so you go and you realize I got to leave behind caterpillar things and go do butterfly things. I have new desires, new abilities, and I need to go. And it's realizing that and releasing that and going with the flow of that. And I like that for you. So hopefully all that resonates. That's what they have for you right now, Olivier. So many blessings to you. And again, if I missed anyone, biggest apologies. I'll be back in just a little over 2 hours for my evening session, right? Yeah. At 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Also, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if I missed you, please come back and I'll make sure we get you squared away. Um, and what else? What else? After I'm done here, I will put a note here listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can find your reading more quickly as well. So a big thank you again for all the love, support, all the donations. I so appreciate you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up to help spread the Zen love. You're part of the love tsunami. And until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your lives, you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your day or your night, wherever you're at in the world. Until I see you, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.